Welcome to Grumpy Sheep, Happy Llama. We're coming to you from two different locations today. I'm coming to you from Vancouver Island, and Sylvie's coming to you from Eastern Ontario, Canada. Well, both of us are in Canada. Yeah. And anyway, so welcome to our group today. My name is Robin.
I'm Sylvie.
And it's really weird talking to you this way because we have to do it by Zoom because we're in two different locations, but we didn't want to miss the recording.
Right.
So now I don't have Sylvie sitting beside me, although she says that she's beside me when you see this on TV, but right now she's across the country.
Right. So right now I'm seeing Robin sitting beside me like she normally is, but I don't know how it's going to appear when we put it up on YouTube. You might be sitting on the other side.
Yeah, I might get on the wrong side. No. So anyway, welcome to our channel. I hope that you enjoy today and pull up your knitting or whatever it is you're making in a cup of tea or coffee or water, depending how hot it is where you are.
It's hot here in Eastern Ontario.
It's not here. It's not. No, it's not here. So anyway, welcome. Yeah. So Sylvia, you want to talk about our cows?
Yeah. So normally what we start with what we're wearing, but obviously we're not wearing anything knitted because Robin packed like it would be weather here, and it isn't. And no. Obviously it's a bit too hot for me to be wearing my knits. But then we go into our cows, we go into our whips, we go into our finished projects, we go into spinning, and then any other crafts that we may have. So for our cows, we are busybodies with our cows because we like to keep each other challenged and on our toes. So right now we have the year-long Sock Along. So that's going until December 31st. The catch with this Sock Along is you need to knit a pattern from a book because we all have those lovely books, but we never use them. So that's the catch, is the sock needs to be knitted from a pattern from a book. Then we have our mitten knit along or mitts. And so that's anything that covers your hand. So it could be like a fingerless mitt, but it needs to cover the palm basically. And that we started on daylight savings times, and it's going to end on back to standard time, which is in November. I think it's November 6th or November 13th. Anyway, it's around that time. Yeah, 6th of November. Okay. Yeah. We were just saying that, none of us, neither myself nor Robin, we've started on a mince, but we still have time. We still have until November, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into that. And then we're currently right now in our Telegram for You shawl that we started on April 18th, and it ends May 31st. So there's a week and a half. If you wanted to join, you can. If that's, if you're a quick knitter, or maybe that's the only one that you can start it anyways. You don't have to have it finished by May 31st if you don't want to, but you could definitely join us. Yeah, it is a beautiful pattern. It's very, how would you say that? It's a very relaxing pattern, I guess you could say. It's just a very nice knit, and it comes out beautiful at the end of it. Yeah. So, and then we're going into, we've just added this cow as the last podcast. So on June 21st, we are going to do, what's the sock called again?
It's Wheatfield sock. Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to start that on June 21st, and it's going to end August 31st, which is the end or beginning of harvest season.
And that was according to our resident wheat farmer, Nancy, who lives in Saskatchewan. And she's the one who told me that they usually start harvest around 31st of August, 1st of September. So we'll end it there.
Yeah. And the reason why we chose those socks too is because we went to Knit City, and we I don't know if I have them handy with me, but we had purchased the sock set from Neil and Roxy. It was the colorway of Knit City, but it also coincidentally it was the colors of Ukraine as well, the blue and yellow. And we picked the Whitfield socks because it is a Ukrainian designer as well. Just to show our support and solidarity with Ukraine, we thought that would be great to have that cow with the socks that we not the socks, but the yarn that we purchased at Knit City with that particular designer. So I mean, you can use, again, you're welcome to join us and use any kind of yarn that you would like to use. If you want to use the blue and yellow, if you want to use other kind of colors, that's up to you. But it would be great to support Ukraine with that. Yeah,
absolutely. And you just need a little bit of blue and yellow for the cup, because the flag colors are only at the beginning of the cup of each sock. Yeah. So it'd be really nice to make it because we're here to morally support Ukraine, it would be nice to have the flag colors at the top of the cup. And the rest of your sock can be whatever color you'd like a wheat color, a gold, or kind of a tan brown or whatever. So anyway, we hope that a lot of people will join us, because I think it'll be a very nice knit, and it will be just a nice thing to come together and knit together for support Ukraine.
Yeah, yeah. And then we get into I just thought of another cow, but anyways, we'll talk about that after. July. Then we go into July.
We didn't discuss this one.
Then we go into July 1st, which is what, Robin?
It's Tour de Fleece.
Yes. So the dates have been confirmed. It starts on July 1st for Tour de Fleece. So all you spinners out there, if you'd like to join us with Tour de Fleece with the spinning, we'll have a thread up on the Ravelry thread, and even if you're new or you're interested, you're not too sure where to start as a spinner. I mean, this would be great for you to start, a good start date if you want to start with us spinning, learning how to spin and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah. And we're there to answer any questions you may have if we're able to answer them, but we'll try our best.
Of course.
But yeah, we have support in the group anyway.
Yeah. So
and
that's
cheering,
July.
a good cheering section.
So that's July 1st. And on July 1st as well is the Best Of sweater.
Have you made any more decisions yet?
No, I haven't. I really need to get cracking because it's coming quick.
It is faster than you think, especially in my world. I totally missed the whole month of May.
Yeah.
And I was panicking because I didn't have my sock yarn wound for the wheat field socks yet. And I put up a thread thinking it was going to be today was going to be June 21st, but it's May 20th.
Yeah.
Or is it May 21st?
We're May 21st today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the Festive sweater is by Skein Deer Knits. It's a pullover or a cardigan. And what's fun about it is she's added different motifs, patterns that you can do yourself. You could do a full color sweater. You could just do the yoke. You can just use whatever motif she has. You can mix them all up. I mean, it's really up to you to use your imagination, which is, I find, pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's going on until December 31st.
Yeah. And is that it?
I think so. Yeah, we have some more, but we said we would wait until.
And then what's this new thing you were just talking about?
Well, this new thing is because I was like, we're going into July 1st, and then my mind went to September for whatever reason. Anyways, I just remembered that KAL with the ghosts and the pumpkins. I think it was you had shown me.
Yes.
That's very good for Halloween.
It was the Boo Cowl or something, right?
Yeah.
Boo Cowl, not a cow.
I thought it was very cute, and it'd be kind of appropriate for like maybe a September knit for Halloween. But I mean, we've got other ideas too happening around that time, so we could discuss more about it.
But here's the thing, Sylvie, is that we can have as many cows as we want. It doesn't mean that we have to join them, but there might be somebody else out there who
very
true,
very
pick,
true.
Right? So,
and same with other people too. They might not want to do the other KAL, but would be interested with the Halloween one. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
More to come.
So we don't have to feel pressured to participate in all of them. We just have to offer them.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll talk more about that. But I thought that was because you had found that pattern last year, and it was a little bit too late. I think it was the week of Halloween. It's like, oh, that'd be good for next year. So yeah.
Yeah. Then I totally forgot about it. So it's good.
I didn't, because I thought that was a really cute KAL.
Yeah. No, it is. Yeah.
So that's it for our KALs. Woohoo! Lots happening.
As always. Yeah. All right. So off to our FOs.
Yes, I don't have any this time. I was on a roll for the last two podcasts, but this time here I don't have any. What about you, Robin?
Yeah, I got a couple. Well, I got 3 actually.
Good.
So those socks I was making for my dad, I finished them last time. I had just cast on for the cuff, but I have a finished pair, and they might be too big for the screen.
Oh wow, but they're nice.
And they fit my dad perfectly. He put them on, and they've been washed already. So, and this is the Misselthwaite pattern by Paper Daisy. It's part of her sock patterns for the Secret Garden, Misselthwaite Manor. So I made those for my dad. He loves them. That's done. My other FO are socks for my mom from the same designer and same pattern bunch. And this is called New Miracles. And I love this pattern.
That's really pretty.
It's really pretty. I don't have sock blockers here, unfortunately. So I'll see if I can stretch it out a bit.
Oh, very nice.
but it's so pretty, this pattern. It's toe up, and I knit these on Croy or Peyton's Croy sock yarn.
Okay.
I think it was a seashell color
for that particular pattern with the
Say
Croy.
again?
It wasn't too thick, the Croy, for that pattern. Was okay?
I don't think so.
Nice. No,
and I used my same 2.25 millimeter needles. It's just that their mileage is really short for the 50 gram balls. And it is a bit thicker. It's a heavier fingering weight. I wouldn't call it sport weight just yet.
Yeah.
But it's a heavy fingering weight. But I was playing yarn chicken. I lost at yarn chicken on one sock, and the second sock I had enough to finish. So just barely. Yeah, but that's the sad thing is, but I didn't get to make the leg as long as I wanted to. So basically, if you are an adult with let's say an average width foot, and then like a size 8 foot, for example, you would need probably 2 balls and a bit of Peyton's Croy. So, which is really unfortunate. They used to have it years ago where you could make a whole pair of socks out of 2 balls, but they've changed their formula or something, and now it's not like that.
I heard that, something similar to that too, yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But anyway, these socks are really pretty. I really enjoyed making them. The pattern was, I won't say mesmerizing, but it was very nice to knit, and it was easy to read your work to know what you had to do next. So it was kind of easily memorizable.
That's good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed those socks. So, and then I finished the telegram.
Yes, you did. Yay!
I'm spending a lot of time in the car as a passenger. So every time we went in the car, I'd bring my knitting.
That's the telegram for you shawl. That's the KAL that ends on May 31st. Yeah.
Yes. So I just finished time. And this is using our Sock Club colorways for alert. So this is the colorway alert. And it's not blocked yet. I just finished it yesterday afternoon. So it's not blocked yet. There's no way it would have dried in time. And then this is the baby iceberg color, the blue.
Yeah.
And then it goes into the buddy system, which is the picture of a Arctic wolf.
Wolf, yeah.
Yeah. I keep saying fox, but it's wolf.
Gorgeous.
So, and there's that. I really like this. It gets really wide at the end.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Like it's almost, it's half my half my wingspan, or just over half my wingspan.
It makes me, I know we're just going into summer, but it makes me excited for the fall to start wearing it.
It's going to be so nice. It's going to wrap so nicely.
Yeah.
And it's so long. I don't even know how long it is, but I mean, like I said, it's not blocked yet. So imagine once it's blocked. Yeah. It was such a nice knit. So thank you very much, Anya, for this beautiful shawl pattern. And thank you for Pretty String for coming up with these colors that go so beautifully together. I really loved making this shawl. Yeah. It was just such a nice knit. It was relaxing, but it was engaging. And anyway, it was awesome.
Yeah. And we got good feedback, like you were saying too, from other knitters who's joined the KAL who feel the same way. So
yeah. So that's perfect. Yeah. Really nice. Yeah.
Do you have any other finished objects?
No, that's my finished objects.
Okay, well then we'll go into our whips. Yes. And so speaking of the telegram for you shawl, I was hoping to get mine done, but it's still a whip for me. I'm still on the last leg of it. I'm still it's on the needles here, but I'm doing the last rows, I guess you can say. So I started with the buddy system. Robin had started with the alert, and so I'm going to be finishing with the alert. Yeah. So, but I should have it done by next time we podcast.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. The other one that I've been working on is the Ziggy Interrupted. I am not a crocheter, not at all. I mean, I could crochet a little square here and there, but so this has been quite interesting and actually fun to do. This is where I'm at right now. So the last time I showed you the little squares that I had to do, I've attached them all and I started crocheting. So
wow.
And I have another row of this one here, and then I'm going to add another panel of this here. So I need to do some more squares. Isn't that awesome?
It is. It looks so nice.
I'm so pleased with it, especially with the colors.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous. And I've had to YouTube a few times not for the squares. The squares I was able to do, but because there's decreases to this here, obviously, to do the little dips and stuff. And so I wasn't too sure about that. So I've had to YouTube a few times, but really it's not all that difficult. So if you're like a rookie crocheter, I guess you could say, but you want to venture into something a little bit more, this might be something interesting for you to try. But I'm enjoying it a lot. So more than I thought I would. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I've been doing I started my sweater for
oh, nice.
It's called Stratified.
Yes.
For Echoes or the Knitted Beans podcast. She's doing an inclusion make along.
I like that.
I finally was able to start this. Thank you. So yeah, I didn't realize, I thought it was just striped colors, but there's actually patterning in each of the stripes.
Yeah.
So it's like this one has twisted stitches in it. So you knit one row plain and one row with a knit through the back loop. So it makes it.
Is it different for each color? Is it the same pattern?
No, it's different for each color. This one was stocking stitch. This one had knit through the back loop. This one had where you have like knit one, slip one to start. Right. And then it finished with just knitting. And now the color I'm in now is a blue. It's that blue BW from Regal.
Yeah.
And it's going to be eyelets. So I had to stop because I don't want to I don't have to concentrate on that when we're podcasting. And then I go back. Those are my stripe colors. This blue BW is the last color. Here it is. So you can see it. And then I go back to my navy and start the stripe sequence all over again, the colors. But I still think each pattern is going to be different as I work my way down through the stripes in the sweater. But I'm liking it.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I'm liking it.
Good.
So I'll have that done. Do you have any more whips?
No, not knitting whips. It's
okay.
I've been concentrating on the telegram for you, Shawl. I really, really wanted to get it done, but it didn't happen. And then I was like, I really, really want to work on my Ziggy Interrupted because so I've been working on both of those projects for now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was able to cast on my dad's sweater, 5 million stitches on 2.5 millimeter needles using Briggs and Little Sport. It's the
What sweater is that again? Sorry. What sweater is that again?
That's the Wartime Vest by Susan Crawford.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah. So I have 3 inches of 1x1 ribbing to work on 2.5 millimeter needles. So it's going to take me a while. I just started last night and I have maybe a centimeter so far, but this is the sheep's gray is the main color. So it's going to be pretty.
It will.
Yes. It'll take me a while. This will be on my needles for a while. Because the gauge is 28 stitches over 4 inches. So I'll be working on a 3 millimeter needle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't think you brought enough yarn with you over there. So.
Oh, I did.
I know you did. I'm just taking a picture.
Oh my
the
God.
video that you sent me, you're going to sneak that in. So you will see at the end of the podcast all the yarn and crafty stuff that Robin packed with her. It's more than
one suitcase. In one suitcase.
In one suitcase. It's pretty amazing how much stuff she packed in there. I think you're good for a while.
Yeah, well, I was afraid. Because there used to be 2 yarn shops in the town I live in, but now they're both closed. They're gone. So it would be like a 45, 50-minute drive to get any place that had a yarn shop. So I didn't want to be left stranded and I didn't want to have to purchase yarn when I already have more than enough at home. So I kind of brought it with me in spades.
You're going to have to do like a tutorial on how to pack your yarn when you're going somewhere. Because you did pretty good.
I didn't even use a vacuum bag. That's the most important. Oh, I should tell you. Speaking of which, going through the airport was so funny because I was really worried that we saw in the news all the time about Toronto, I think it was in Vancouver, these 4 or 5 hour lineups, just getting through to get to getting through customs or security to actually make the part where you can go onto your gate to load onto the plane. And I was petrified it was going to be the same thing in Ottawa. So I kind of brought some stuff with me that I could stand and drop spin or something when I'm waiting in line. So I had my carry-on packed with stuff to do just in case I had to spend those 4 hours waiting. Anyway, I got to the Ottawa airport and it was nothing. So there was Yeah, there was nothing. There was nobody. I just kind of put my baggage on, and then I walked through to security, and this guy was standing there, and he said, "Hey, you've been randomly chosen to have an extra security check." And I said, "Sure, I'd be happy to." So he said, he made the mistake of saying, "Do you have any pointy things?" And I said, "Pointy things? Do I have pointy things for you?" So I started hauling all this stuff out of my carry-on because I'm a knitter and a spinner. So I said, "Here are my spindles, and I have a drop spindle, and I have and I have support spindles, and they've got pointy bits." And I said, "And here's my knitting bag, and I got pointy bits, all kinds of pointy bits in there." Anyway, so he was laughing and he was looking at everything, and he said, "Oh, that's fine. You're a knitter." So he said, just when you go through the main security area, just make sure you pull them out separately so they don't have to scan your bag, because how it would look with everything in your carry-on versus individual little bags, he said, would look completely differently. So he said, just pull it out when you go through. So
well, that was nice that he gave you that heads up. That was nice of him.
It is. And I know one person had asked me if I'd be able to go on with my knitting needles, and I had successfully made it with my DPNs for knitting socks, but I hadn't tried with my circulars. So this time I had all kinds of needles and stuff, and they had no issue with it at all.
Okay, good.
So that's good to know. Yeah, it was kind of funny. Anyway, so yeah, I successfully made it with everything.
Good. So do you have any more works and projects that you've been tackling?
Not knitting wise. I have spinning, but we can talk about that next.
Yeah.
I have been spinning. I'm going to include because my spinning stuff that I want to share with you is not just spinning, but stuff I learned when I was in my spinning group here on the island. Okay. I belong to a spinning guild here in, I guess it's Arrington area. They have a spinning guild there, and it's amazing. And it's packed. They've got 30, 40 people, I think, that come regularly. And it's a guild where they have so much information. I wish I could just go around and do a mind meld to every brain and just download all of the stuff they know, because it's absolutely incredible. So one of the things, there was this lady who last weekend, I wish I had known about it because I would have gone and I would have had a blast. But she belongs to, let's see if I can find the note. She belongs to the Society of Creative Anachronism. Anachronism? I don't know which way the syllable goes. Anyway, and it is a group of people that kind of embrace the medieval period, and they dress in medieval costume, and they
I want to go.
I know. Well, here's the thing, Sylvie. I found out that our chapter for the rest of Ontario, because of course there are two chapters, or kingdoms they're called, in southern and western Ontario. But our chapter or kingdom is the Kingdom of Eldamere. So if you want to go to sca.org, you can find the information. And I guess they learn how to make cheese. They learn how to make, I don't know, there's all kind of spinning and nail binding.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Like, are they like near us? Like if we wanted to go to an event, Jill? Like,
I don't know.
Here in Eastern Ontario?
I don't know. Yeah, you'd have to look it up. I didn't have time to look it up, but I did find out with the help of La Senora is her name. That's her, like, they have like a ranking system. Okay. So she said first she was, I forget what she was at first. And then she became Milady. And then she became My Lady. And now she's La Senora. So if she were just like Mrs. something, she'd just be Senora. But with the La in front of it, it's like the Senora, the Mrs., right? So that's a higher rank. So anyway, she's La Senora. Let's see if I can read this, because of course I don't have my glasses on. What's her name? Oh no. I thought I wrote her name down. Maybe it's on my other note paper. Sorry.
Don't lose those paper.
So her name is La Senora Aspasia Bevilacqua. So anyway, beautiful water. So La Senora, I don't know what Aspasia is, but I suspect it's kind of Latin because it's not quite Italian. So it might be Latin, not Italian. Anyway, she had this whole setup for the very first time in Arrington Market. And I guess judging by what people had said, even though it was pouring rain, a lot of people went and they thought it was amazing. And they said it was kind of like in the Narnia tales, you know, when you go through the wardrobe and you go through and then you see Aislinn, was that his name? The lion, Aislinn? And you go through,
or something. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. And you go through the woods and it's this magical place. I guess it was kind of like that. So you go through this gate, and then there's this wooded path that you go through, and then it opens up into this glaive. And in that spot is where the Arrington Market is. But they had all of these people in costume, and they were displaying stuff. There was sword fighting. Hello.
Nice.
I know. There was all this stuff, and they said it was like stepping into another dimension or going back in time. It was the most beautiful experience. And the other thing that's really good, so they had stuff, you could buy stuff, and they had displays, and they had people doing, spinning and whatever else. Unfortunately, like I said, I didn't get to go, but I heard stories from other people. And so La Senora, she was saying that they're opening it up because they want to be inclusive. So they have initially they had just the medieval time period. And I'm not sure what those dates are, but because we're in Canada and because we have our First Nations, Indigenous people, they opened it up because they want to include everybody. So not just medieval dress, but if you have dress or skills that were done before colonialism in Canada, before colonization in Canada, then that'll be included. So they wanted to make it inclusive to everybody. So if you're from, say, Peru, and before colonization, then you could have that time period included in your medieval period.
Very cool.
I thought that was pretty awesome. So anyway, I just thought it was the coolest. I had goosebumps. She's telling me these stories, and I was like, oh my God, I want to go. And I'm so sad I missed it. I had no idea that it was going on. But it should go on again next year. So if you live in this area, I guess they had people from Vancouver come to the island to contribute their skill set, and also for the sword fighting and stuff, into two demonstrations. And they also had people from different parts of Vancouver Island come down to the market in Arrington to support her in her effort. And I guess it was amazing.
If you could send me you said to look up the SCI, whatever. If you can send that to me, I could put it in the description box below for people. The link there. Yeah,
absolutely. Because then you can go through and you can look for your kingdom, whether you live in the States or whether you live in Canada. You can go find a group that belongs to you. And she said it's just so much fun, and you learn all this stuff, which is, I guess, the best part, right?
Of course.
So it's a really cool thing. So anyway, so that's one thing that I learned yesterday, and I didn't even start spinning yet. And then she started talking. So I was spinning, and I didn't take any photographs or any notes of this beforehand. I'm such a dum-dum. I was too busy worried about packing, I guess. I think this is a bat from Crafty Jacks, but I don't know what the fiber is now, because of course I didn't take notes, and all the stuff is gone, like the paperwork and stuff is gone. But I think it was a big bat. And I separated it. I just kind of split it into 4 roll eggs, kind of, and I'm support spinning it. So this is what I've been taking with me to the spinning group.
Nice.
So I did that was it Thursday? It's a Thursday spinning group. So I did that Thursday. And it's so funny. This group, they're so friendly and they're so nice. They all get there and they bring their spinning wheels and set up, and then they go around talking to everybody, and they're like, nobody's spinning. So anyway, I was spinning. So I did that. And I also have, I brought some Fiber Pusher Fairies BFL with me. And this is what I had prepared to spin if I were standing in line at the airport. And no, it's not actually whiskey. Oh no, where's my spindle? Okay, I didn't bring my spindle. I have a drop spindle, but I guess it's not in here. Just the fluff is in here.
Okay.
So there's my BFL fluff from Fiber Pusher Fairy.
Nice.
So yeah.
Burnt orange.
Yeah, I like it. So anyway, in my whiskey box, because that was anything big enough to try to protect my spindle. But it's not in there. So there you go. What do you have, Sylvie?
Well, like I said, I haven't spun all that much this past couple of weeks. I did, hold on. I just noticed something here. I did spin the Corriedale for the guild, the Twistle Guild, because we are spinning and knitting up some squares for an Afghan to be
auctioned.
Is it auction? I thought it was tickets to buy, but it's auction. So I did spin up these the brown colorway here. I do have white, I guess, white like gray to finish, and then I guess I should have put this in the finished objects. But that's the little 8 square.
Nice.
8 square. So I did spin that, and then this weekend I'm going to finish the white so I can give that back to the Twistle Guild, because we have till June 14th, I believe it is. So I really want to get that done before it's like too late.
Did you replace your drive band on your Leclerc?
No, I did replace it, but I don't know if it's the tension or I don't know what's going on, but it still keeps coming off the wheel.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on. I was looking at it last night and maybe I put the wheel on the wrong way. Like I'm going to take it out and just like turn it around. Maybe it's something.
Okay.
I don't know if it has to do with that. I don't know if it has to do with the tension. I do not know, but I'm getting very sad and frustrated by it.
Yeah. Well, you
so
can
Robin,
also,
I can't wait till you get back home so you can look at it. It's probably something so simple that I don't even realize because I don't have that kind of traditional spinning wheel. I have my ladybug, right? So
right.
Yeah. So and if it's not something that you can figure out, then maybe someone from the guild would be able to help out. But yeah,
That's too bad.
Because then I start going on it and it's going really good and then it's like, no, what's going on?
That would be frustrating because you lose your momentum.
Yeah, exactly.
That's too bad.
But yeah, it is. But I have my ladybug, so that beautiful bat that I got.
Oh, yeah, right.
I really wanted to spin it on the Leclerc. See, I got it already. Well, I opened it up, but I think I might just end up spinning it on my ladybug because I really, really want to spin this.
When you prepare your bat, Sylvie, are you going to make like a gradient and go across from one end to the other? Or are you going to split it across the top in like 4 different strips?
I think I had stripped off when I started on the Leclerc, I had stripped off some of the orange. So I'm going to go this way, I think.
Okay.
Instead of going across, I'm just going to go down this way. Looks like cotton candy. Eh? Isn't it awesome?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. That's nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, there's at my spinning guild, there was also another lady there who's from Germany. Well, she's Canadian, but she lived in Germany for 20 some years and she just came back and joined the guild. And she was spinning this beautiful looking fiber. Yeah. And it looked very pale when she was spinning it. And then when she had it on her bobbin, it looked like camel, but it had a play of light to it. So it looked like it wasn't one color, even though the sheep was one color. It was just beautiful. So I asked her about it. And the sheep is called a Coburger Fuchsschaf, which is German for Coburg fox sheep.
Really?
And it's a German sheep. And I guess she had, and in Germany where she was living, I'm assuming it's not everybody. I don't know what the breed is used for, if it's used for meat or what it's used for. Yeah. But she said people would just throw the fleeces out. So she had all these fleeces that were free. Wow. And she spun them. And she showed a picture of this one fleece. It looks like it must have been like 12, 15 pounds of wool. Wow. It took up this entire huge table and was still kind of falling off the side. And she thought it must have been multiple fleeces, but it was one fleece.
Wow.
And I asked her, I said, could I buy like an ounce from you just to try to spin it? And she's going to bring some, if she can. I think she's running out for whatever she has from Germany. So she wants to knit a sweater with this yarn.
Yeah.
So if she has enough, she's going to bring 1 ounce for me so I can try spinning this sheep.
Ooh.
I never. Yeah.
I don't even think it's in the breed, the field of different breeds. I don't remember seeing that or hearing of that particular breed.
No, so, I never heard about it either. So,
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see a picture of the fleece then. If you're able to buy some from her, I'd like to see a picture of like the fluff before you spin it to see.
Okay.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and then see if I can find some information on the breed as well.
Yeah.
Because it was she said she thinks that we have it in Canada, Coburg sheep. So we could do a search as well.
We could take a look at.
Yeah.
Have you been spinning on anything else?
Yes, I have, Sylvie.
What kind of question is that, Sylvie?
I have been spinning on our breed study.
Oh, okay. Yes, so have I.
Yeah, I borrowed a wheel from Sharon at Grin Sheep, and it's a flat iron, and it's more of a Saxony style wheel, but it's double treadle, and I can't find a comfortable way to sit at it.
Okay.
Because it's double treadle, so I feel like I'm contorting my body in weird ways.
You're kind of like sideways a bit, yeah.
Yeah. So
must be weird.
Anyway, yeah, it's weird. And I thought I'll just make do. First, I said to her, I'm going to see if I can trade it in because she's got a Louette that I can use too. Mm-hmm. So first I wrote to her and I said, can I trade this in? for the Louette? And she said, sure. And then I thought, I did some Google searching and I thought, nope, I'm just going to deal with this wheel. I canceled my request. And then last night I was spinning again and I said, nope, I got a lot of spinning I brought with me. I would like to be comfortable. And I find I don't want to spin because I'm not comfortable.
Yeah. So you might as well switch it out then if you can.
Yeah. So I spun this. That is all to say I spun this on the flat iron and then I stopped and said, nope, I'm training in this wheel. And then I applied it on my drop spindle.
Okay. That's nice.
And
so
this is
Finn. It's a Finnish land race actually, which is beautiful. So I actually spun it up. I spun mine worsted. And afterwards, I looked at our little sheet and it said that it was very close to BFL. I was like, well, no wonder I like this. So, yeah. So here it is, mine spun up. Like I said, I did the worsted style. And it's beautiful, nice and soft. Definitely, I would knit a sweater with this here. Well, not with this little piece, but yeah, for sure it would be a sweater. Definite sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah, definite sweater quality. So basically, it's very well. It does say it's a very versatile kind of fleece. It's very sturdy. So, like I said, it's good for next to skin, and it's so definitely good for sweaters. And if it's like BFL, then you could probably definitely knit up socks with it if you wanted to. I would think so.
I'd do a shrink test first, but yeah.
And probably, well, if you wanted to add some mohair to strengthen it, am I saying that right?
I was thinking about felting, how easily feltable it is. I don't know.
I don't know. Neither actually. I haven't seen anything about the felting for this year, but how that is. But yeah. It is a medium
breed.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was looking for.
Well, I looked it up because, of course, I didn't bring my fleece book with me. And I would like to say that the University of Manitoba imported the Finn sheep landrace the same year that Manitoba imported me. 1966. Of course, I was born. I wasn't imported. I was born in Manitoba in 1966. And the notes that I have here is that the sheep breed is several hundred years old. And they think that it was originally kind of mouflon sheep, which were running wild on Corsica and Sardinia. That's Sicily.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's also related to other Scandinavian short-tailed sheep. So, and of course, they're from Finland.
Yeah.
And they said that the ewes are very prolific and they have 3 to 5 lambs every time they have a lambing season.
Wow.
And they only have 2 teats, so they must be really good milkers too to provide enough milk for that many lambs.
Yeah.
So, and they're used in Canada or maybe in a lot of places for crossbreeding, probably to raise what would be the word? Prolificity?
I guess so.
I just made up that word. Anyway, to raise the I don't know what the word is. Anyway, so more sheep can have more babies if you're in the money-making business for meat, I imagine. So the more lambs you have, the more meat production you have. Therefore, it's a good marketing thing.
Right.
And the fleeces are 23.5 to 31 microns. And the staple length normally runs 7.5 to 15 centimeters, which is 3 to 7 inches. And it's nice. And I found, here's my sample. Sorry. Here's my little sample. And it's got a nice shine to it.
It does. It does.
And I fell in love with it like Sylvie did. And so I said to her, hey, let's see if we can get some for our shop.
Because, and we found some.
And we just have to get it in.
Yeah.
But I mean, of course, we like to have the stuff in our shop that we love to spin because then we have our own source.
Yeah.
Kind of like our own stash. We still have to pay for it, but it's kind of like having our own stash. So if you see it in our shop, it's because, we love it, right? Yeah. We're not going to have stuff that we don't like. And if we do have stuff we don't like, then we try to get rid of it as quickly as we can, use it up usually. So, but I don't think we have anything in our shop we don't like, do we?
No, I think pretty much everything there is something that we like. Yeah.
Yeah. Something that we absolutely love. So anyway, we're going to see if we can get some of this in and from a Canadian source. But anyway, Finn sheep, love it. Love it. Yeah.
Very nice. Wonderful. Yeah.
Yes.
Up there on my list.
I agree. And it comes in different colors too, right? So you have that darker brown, but it also comes in like a lighter color.
Yeah.
Kind of like an oatmeal color.
Oh, I like that color.
Yeah. Sorry, I just threw something on the floor. Yeah. So that's all I know about this, but loved it.
Yeah. Same here. So go for it. The stamp of approval from Grumpy Sheep Happy Llama.
You mean to go buy some for our store?
Well, for people to try it out too. If they're spinners and they want to try it out, go for it.
Oh yeah. But wait for us to get it in our store, and then you can buy it from us.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. All right. So I think that was all the cool stuff that I have on my notes here.
Oh, you're spinning? Okay, that's cool.
Oh, there's a
Oh no, is that in your area right now?
Yes, my spinning guild is putting this on.
Lucky butt.
I know. So it's going to be at the end of this month at the in Arrington at the community center.
Wow, well, if anyone is watching us from that area, I'd say go check it out.
Yeah, there's all the information, and I will be there as soon as it opens.
Nice.
I have to convince my dad to get up that early so he can drive me there. But then I have a friend. Maybe she'd be interested to go. Her name is Judy, and maybe she would say, "Hey, Robin, let's go. You buy me the coffee, and then I'll drive."
There you go.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. 9:30 till 3 at the Bradley Center on 975 Shirma Road. It's in Coombs. They call it Coombs, not Arrington. Coombs, BC.
So, but that's still near in that area that you're in right now.
Oh yeah, it's so close. And then Coombs is where they have that store that's called Goats on the Roof, and they actually have goats living on the roof.
Oh, cool. Let's take a picture of that if you go by it.
Yeah.
That'd be nice to see.
That's where I get my Saskatoon berry jam every year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if that's it for your spinning, I have started a new cross stitch actually. I bought this particular kit when we were at Indigo Hill Dye Works, and that was when it was support your local yarn store. So it was a couple of weekends ago. But she had this little store is so cute because she has everything that's kind of like fiber related. So she has the yarn, she has the rug cooking stuff, she has cross stitch, she has embroidery, she has paper stationery because it's fiber. Paper's fiber as well. So she's starting into a little bit of that too. So it's a very cute little shop. It's in Bankley Hill. But I picked up this particular kit here from Mill Hill. So it's a beautiful robin. And this particular, yes.
Oh, sorry. I just about knocked my camera off.
This plastic pattern is a beaded one as well. So it came with the beads. So that's going to be my first attempt with beading a cross stitch. But anyways, this is what I have so far. I'm going to put this in the back here so you can see that. It's easier to see. This is what I have so far. I have been working on the bird.
Nice.
And this is my needle minder that I got at that same store as well. So
yeah.
So I've been looking on how to do the beading, and they said you do all of your cross stitching first, and then you go ahead and add the beading, which is good to know.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you add it with the same thread, like your DMC floss? Or
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if you could see, but just over here, it's just a half cross stitch, and so there's going to be some beading in there. And then there's going to be some beading around the head as well. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how I'm going to like the beading and the look of it, but you know what? I'll try it out and see. You never know. So I've been enjoying that.
Good.
Yeah. That's my fun for the past couple of weeks.
That's nice. That's nice. No, I've just been working on the same stuff that I showed you today and the stuff that I'm working on now. Try to get it done. I want to get my dad's vest finished, obviously, before I come back. So, yeah. So I don't have to bring it back because it takes a lot of wool. That was like, it felt like it was a quarter of my suitcase.
You'll come back a little bit more lighter.
No, probably not.
You're probably going to get some stuff at that fair or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, the 100-mile Fleece and Fiber Fair. Yes, ma'am.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that's all I have.
Yeah, that's all I have too. So I don't know, we might be Zooming again for the next podcast. It's really all depends on what's going on Robin's side. But so like we had mentioned before, it's not, I don't know how I'm going to be able to edit this. It's not probably going to be the same as it normally is, but I will do my best. But we wanted to touch base with everyone anyways, and let you know what we're working on. So yeah.
Yeah. The continuity.
Exactly.
We feel is important, but plus we just have fun.
Yes. Yes. And plus we haven't seen each other. So it's nice to see Robin face to face and not just by messaging.
Yeah. We do a lot of texting. Yeah. The time zone makes it a bit interesting, but
too, yeah. You're 3 hours behind us, I think, eh? Yeah. So
awesome. Oh, wait, before we go. Sorry, I almost forgot. Have you guys seen Stephen West's new podcast?
No, you mentioned it. You mentioned it to me, and as I said I was going to check it out this weekend. So tonight is my podcasting night, I guess you could say, where I like to watch my podcast. So.
He's got 2 podcasts, and he's such a likable guy. Like I never heard him speak before or really talk. I know what he looks like. I have a whole bunch of his patterns.
Yeah.
I like his style. He's kind of like a modern, even more colorful Kay Facet.
Yeah.
And he's just, but with his podcast, he's got these 2 French bulldogs. I think they're French bulldogs.
Oh, I thought he only had one. He has 2. Okay.
He's got 2. He's got a new one. He's got a new pup. Yeah. So he has this thing called pup dates instead of an update.
Cute.
Anyway, he is such a likable, like you just want to say, Steve, you want to come over for some tea and biscuits and we'll sit and we'll knit for the afternoon? Because he's just so
likable.
Yeah, which is so, and he's not full of himself at all. Of course, he's still advertising some of his stuff, but
that's normal.
He's humble, right? And he's friendly, and he doesn't want people to be afraid of different things with respect to knitting. Like
because he comes out with really funky shawls and stuff, and they're huge, they're humongous. But he has a lot of tutorials as well. Like Anna, like I haven't watched any of his tutorials, but I'm aware of his Weavin' Steven or Steven Weavin'. So you're weaving in your ends as you go because of his shawls are so enormous and they change colors. So I recommended to Anna to watch one of them because she's working on a shawl where she's changing different colors, right? And I said, why don't you look at that and see if there's maybe you could pick up something from him on how to weave in as you work. And she did. So that was really good. So I didn't realize he had a full podcast though. Like,
yeah, he's got 2 and he's just so engaging. I found it hilarious. He was making me laugh. So he's just, and he's by himself. Well, he's got his 2 dogs with him.
Yeah.
He's going to come out with a dog sweater book. So he said, can people write to me and let me know what kind of breed of dog you have? And a lot of people had big dogs.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to come up with a range of sweaters. But you know that sweater Penguano?
Yeah, that's the only sweater I do not like from him.
And that's his favorite. That's his absolute all-time favorite sweater or design. No. But he made a Penguino and it fits his dog.
Cute.
So his dog was wearing it yesterday. It was hilarious. So anyway, I thoroughly enjoyed his podcast. So I'll be waiting for some more, and I'm going to be there waiting.
I like his shawls, and I like the recent sweater pattern that he came out with, the Marler Garter sweater.
Yeah.
But the Penguino, no, that's not my. Yeah, it's not me.
And that's okay. Well, everybody has their own taste, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And he said that this year is going to be the year of blankets and sweaters. So you're going to see a lot more publications with those 2 things. He's got another sweater. I forget what it's called. And it looks more like a Gansey type sweater with a texture in it. It's a yoke sweater, but has texture, and it looks really nice too.
That seems to be coming back, the textured yokes, I find it.
Yeah. But it's an all over texture, but it's a yoke style sweater, but it's all over.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to a raglan or drop sleeve design, it's a yoke design. But yeah, it looks really nice too, and I can't think of the name of it. But maybe what I'll do is I'll send you the name so you can link it if you want to.
Of course, I can link his podcast and the names to those patterns for sure. Yeah.
But anyway, I watched the second one yesterday, and I was just killing myself. So laughing, not killing myself. Like I was laughing. Yeah,
we get it.
Good. So that was all. Sorry, that's all I wanted to say as well, was about his podcast.
Good. All right. Well, I guess we'll let you guys go for now, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. It might be through Zoom, or it might be back in person for me and Robin. We will find out.
It's probably going to be by Zoom, but yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. All righty. Well, everybody take care. Have fun. Knit on, or crochet on, or make on.
Yeah, there you go.
Make on. Bye.